Scott Hansen with you, and this is the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Lots to get you caught up on. We'll start in Arlington. The Cowboys at home to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. And this is CeeDee Lamb. This will wind up a touchdown. The Cowboys come away with the victory. Next up, we go to the Steel City. We'll check in on the Steelers as they host the Cincinnati Bengals. And this is the Steelers quarterback hooking up with his man for the touchdown here. One of 3 touchdown passes for him in the ballgame. The Steelers have little problem here. They run away with a dominant win. Got one more to show you right now. Let's go to Foxborough. It's the Patriots hosting the Denver Broncos. And this is Pat Bryant. This is going to end up a touchdown. The Broncos accomplish what they set out to do as they come away with the road victory. That'll do it for us. Until next week, Scott Hansen in Orlando. Good night from all of us at EA Sports.
Well, to the locals, it's still and will always be Heinz Field. But for the rest of us, we're along the North Shore, the Allegheny and Ohio rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, our draw features 2 from the AFC between the Houston Texans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Texans sideline. Look at their head coach, D'Amico Ryans. These guys hoping to make it 2 wins in a row this week. On the other sideline, the head coach of the Steelers. These guys officially in playoff tune-up mode. They have already locked up that top seed in the AFC. From the booth, Kate Scott alongside Brock Hewitt. Brandon McManus set to get us started. And from Pittsburgh, we are underway. His return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. And here come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out is the 2nd overall pick back in the 2023 draft from the Ohio State. It's C.J. Stroud.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But sort of keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through 1 tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Stroud now on 3rd. Coming deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Steelers get to it. They're able to take this fumble back inside the red zone. Brock sending them out on short notice and a short field after you fumble it away.
But these are the critical moments defensively you got to live for, right? This is called sudden change. They practice this, and it's your time to put out this fire.
So here are the Steelers now, taking over for the first time. And amidst the veterans, it's this rookie quarterback leading them out.
And you could feel it, Kate. He wasn't content at any point of last week's game. As he led them to a win, he kept pushing higher and higher. 300 yards, 350, 400, and he was still thriving, driving the ball downfield as the game ended with a good bit over 400 yards. With his mindset, that's the minimum bar for him to attack this week.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here we go, here we go. Let's go.
On the ground again with Johnson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. All right, we'll take a brief timeout here for an injured player. Never something you want to see this late in the season. They're going to check him out. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Here we go. Set.
A give. This is Johnson. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So a nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
Kicking team out to try the extra points. Wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season, but for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point. On now is McManus to kick this away. Has this at the 6. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Texans and running back Joe Mixon headed out for their next series. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Stroud off of play action. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And to the house it goes. It's a pick 6 and a Pittsburgh touchdown. Well, we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock, but how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right, getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make the pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
Steelers offense staying put. They'll go for 2.
Let's go.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he's into the end zone for 2. That sets him up with a 14-point lead. All right, partner, it's only 1 extra point on the scoreboard, but come on, if you're the team who just turned it over, how much worse is it seeing them add on 2 there instead of just the extra point?
Oh, it stings. I don't think there's any question about it because not only do you not execute offensively, your defense doesn't do it either. So you kind of just smack them both right in the face, and yeah, that one hurts a little bit more.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Brings in the kick at the 9. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Nico Ryan's doing the last little bit of coaching as the Texans return to the field here. And Brock, these guys are still searching. They are still searching for their first points, but beyond that, they don't even have a first down yet.
Not even one?
No, they're still searching. I know. Texans to the line. 1st and 10.
On the quick, right?
Fresh off the pick, here's Stroud. 1st down.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain, with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
Here we go.
First down, Texans.
From the gun, Stroud. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at their 49.
Again, Stroud. Connects on the crosser. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
And the Texans, first down. A gain of 14.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
First and 10, run to Mixon. He's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. That sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
All right.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed and just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now.
And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position could be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Point after, up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Texans 7.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Fields this one at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Steelers and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And last drive, he reached one of those numbers that everyone looks at as a benchmark after the season ends, Brock. Quite the year that he's put together finding the end zone. All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. He's stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here. Second and 1. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win.
Brings up second and 1 at the 33-yard line.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes second and 1.
Here we go. Start. Hawk 70. Hawk ready.
Heads out on the bootleg. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for third down.
Ready.
From the gun, Johnson. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Manages a gain of 3 there. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. If you're a Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie, you can't get 1 yard for a first. They're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
This one won't be wheeled in, but they had that green light to take the shot, and they did. Looked like somebody on the defense jumped the snap. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. A bit jumpy across the way there, and that halves the distance ahead of him on first down. Throwing off the play fake. Lasers this one deep down the middle. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's second down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
They'll toss it to Johnson. And that's all with the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Now let's go.
He's got it on the bootleg. Has a man downfield. This is Washington. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. It's 16 yards on that play. And the Steelers have a first down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. He has room past the 25. Nice cut. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers grow their early lead to 13.
That's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards. But the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Kicking team on to try the PAT. And this one thankfully not off the mark. He gets it to go. On now is McManus to kick this away. Starting from the 5. He's brought down just inside the 25. D'Amico Ryans doing the last little bit of coaching as the Texans return to the field here. And the touchdown's got to keep coming for them as they still trail here. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Off the play action, here's Stroud. Collins got it left side. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Shotgun now for Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I can promise you that is a throw, and it's a quarterback when it leaves your hands. You do not want to flirt with as this game goes on. That is a prime one that DB can cut off and take the other way.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
All right.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack.
A loss of 9 yards. 3 and out.
The Texans set to punt. Calvin Austin on the return for the Steelers. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. Has it at the 37. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10.
Ready. Steady.
They give to Johnson. Start this drive. Doesn't get much beyond the line. A yard at most. Will Anderson Jr. in on a stop. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Ready.
Here's Johnson again. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to
Here
life.
we go. Set. Huh.
3rd and long for him here. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on 3rd downs. Right? They want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
We're going for this. And that's going to wind up They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
Almost a completion of the wrong team there. So that brings up 2nd down. So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. Stroud to throw again on 2nd. Finds Stover. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And it'll be a 1st down Texans. All set to go now from the 35. Again to Mixon up the middle. He has room past the 25. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They've got a man in motion. 1st down, and they go right back to it. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And that's going to be an 8-yard gain, it looks like, as it puts them in goal to go.
That's a play that won't pop on the stat sheet, but the players and coaches won't forget about it. I promise you that. Coaches will file that one away the next time. They really need to pick up a few yards.
Mixon has the Houston touchdown. The Texans make it a 1-score game. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And he already has a passing touchdown in this game. As you can see, that's what he's done with regularity all year, sitting among the NFL leaders in that category.
Let's go.
They go play action on 1st down. Into the hands of Pickens. And he doesn't get the chance to add on to that. This still has him across the midfield stripe all the way down to the opposing 42.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. Completes it again to Pickens. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Trying to work quickly now.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another Steelers 1st.
Throwing from the gun here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Ifatu Melifonwu with the INT. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to pull that, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league.
The Steelers have played to an early lead. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Welcome back. We'll begin the 2nd quarter with the Texans in possession. They're looking at 1st down here. To the air, Stroud. Left side into the hands of Dell. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Well, he had a chance to pull up and avoid the hit, Brock, but we knew the outcome from the moment he decided not to and made contact. That flag came out. 1st down, Stroud. Taken in by Kirk right side. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Mixon on the toss. He's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards.
He's across midfield.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 3. Now
Here we go.
3rd and 5.
18. Let's go.
Here's Stroud. Into the hands of Dell. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. He's still going to the 30. And he has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
That's another Texans first down. It's a gain of 7.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. So the offense trying to flex a little creativity on that 1st down, and the defense, well, they flex right back. No gain. 2nd down coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Stroud finds him over the middle. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. He felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Trying to find his tight end. So they're left with 4th down here. Now it's Kaimi Fairbairn on to try it for the Texans. It's a 36-yard look from the left hash. Up and good from Fairbairn. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Steelers headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Johnson. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
That run may not have gotten you a first. Sure, a nice little run to set the table.
2nd and 2.
Let's go now.
It's Johnson on 2nd down. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master. Seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone could finally get to him.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Warriors 70. Viking 18. Ready.
Now looking to throw. He finds Pickens left side. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
Good offenses. Good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on the route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
And 10.
Come on. Come ready.
On the carry, here's Dameon Pierce. He gets loose down the right side. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Steelers now lead by 10.
You know what a run like that does for everybody, for the play caller, for the O-lineman, for the offense? It just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little chunk, but go get explosive on the ground as well.
Try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Steelers drive their lead to 11.
Texans 17. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
On now is McManus to kick this away. His return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. Texans to the line. 1st and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Stroud off the play fake. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Always a point of emphasis, right? Protecting the quarterbacks, and that play is going to draw the flag every time. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic first down. They'll run here following the penalty. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, hey, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. He was trying to find Christian Kirk there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
And this doesn't just reach the end zone. He kicked that one all the way through it for a touchback. The Steelers are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And with just this and one more game to go this season, he's 2 good weeks away from leading the league in passing yards for the year. Back to pass on 1st and 10. It's on the in route. And a nice chunk there, about 7. He's up to the 27.
Ready.
2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
3rd down and 3 yards to go.
They're throwing it. He throws a bullet deep to the right. Big gain downfield. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
65 catch, 65 catch. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
He's going to throw it again. Just like the last play, Metcalf has it. And they bring him down around the 34.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
They are throwing it again. Catch made by Austin. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Offense working quickly.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone on 1st. Has him on the quick hitter. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 16-yard line.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. This is Metcalf working that right side. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line of gain. Here we go, third and less than a yard.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
He's dropping back to throw. That's caught for the first. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Get it.
They'll run with Johnson. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal. At the 6-yard
Off the play fake. He'll throw. Escapes the pocket. And that's incomplete, but I do see some laundry on the field. Let's see what this flag is all about.
Downfield.
He was too far downfield at the time of the pass. Gotta stay within a yard of the line. That'll back him up. Penalty sends him backwards. It's 2nd and goal. Pass play now. He brings it in. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out.
Kid, I was on the field with a young high school quarterback just last week, and I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other, give him a chance to make a play.
He's got it. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
It's a designed run for it. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Steelers stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Running in on 4th and goal. That has to take some major guts, Brock, especially knowing a lot of the time there were some rushes before it that came up short.
It's guts, it's will, it's willpower, maybe even it's a little bit of pride. But you know what? When you're in that huddle, you feel that stubbornness to refuse to accept the field goal. Not on our watch. We're going to do all we can to run this sucker in.
Looking to tack on the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Steelers push their lead to 18. On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. This makes it up to the 25. The Texans and running back Joe Mixon headed out for their next series. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10.
Or. Hey, team. That's it.
Running to start the drive with Mixon. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Plenty of points already, partner, as we have reached the 2-minute warning. More from Acrisure Stadium in just a moment. First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Shotgun now, 1st round. Right side, hauled in by Collins. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. A throw, 3rd and long. Looking underneath here to Mixon. Steelers have it, headed the other way. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You know what separates good defenses from great? Good defenses find a way to get off the field. Great defenses find a way to take the ball away. What a great play to set their offense up with some mojo.
Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in it.
Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the
previous
replay
play
official
is under
wants to
review.
take another look at this on their own. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground, while the defense is hoping it didn't.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Take that fumble away, and the officials overturn the call and say he was down. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Now it's Stroud. Throw secured by Jaden Higgins. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Stroud completes it quick. And he's out of bounds. Looks like right at the midfield stripe. 7 yards on that pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
First down. A gain of 7. And the Texans.
Here's Stroud again. Right back. Handful.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
Stroud off of play action. Connects on the crosser. He's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans.
Kate, that play so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage. But the elite guys, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainer's headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. Second and 10. Need something positive here. Operating from the gun. It's Stroud. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
And it's 4th down.
Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Kaimi Fairbairn out there now to try a field goal for the Texans on this 4th down. It's a 36-yard look for him. Up and good from Fairbairn. And that lowers the deficit to 15.
It's only 3 points, and they're going to still trail at halftime, but every little bit helps. I'll tell you this as well. It also helps maybe later in the game. You got a 4th quarter clutch kick, to have that confidence built, that's important.
Calvin Austin on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Pittsburgh in its offense, all set to go. We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. 1st and 10, they're going to throw. And it looks likely they'll carry a 2-score advantage into that locker room. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Pass play on 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. He pushes this down to the 42 before going down. All right, they're going to call a timeout. 3 seconds left. That means one last play in this half.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports
Our journey through the NFL starts now. In Tampa, the Buccaneers at home to take on the Panthers in the NFC South. And it's the man who had a cup of coffee with Carolina, Baker Mayfield. And this one, a good indication of how well they've played. The Bucs come away with an 8-point victory. From there, it's off to Atlanta. Let's look in on the Falcons. They're playing host to the New Orleans Saints. And it's Spencer Rattler. A 17-yard touchdown pass. This one's at halftime now, and it's the Saints. Haven't won in ages, but they lead here at the half. Lastly, let's go to Nashville. It's the Titans hosting the Minnesota Vikings. And here is the running back. Spots an opening, capitalizes on it, 15 yards for the touchdown. The Titans with the lead at the half. With that, let's give you a look at the all-important playoff picture in the AFC here in Week 17. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Here comes Austin. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Steelers ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Second half starts off with a run by Johnson. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. 13 on that play. And the Steelers have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On the ground again with Johnson. Finds a little room there. Gets him about 3 yards. They're up to the 43. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
He's going to throw it. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. He can't hang on to the pass. So it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Throw here, 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. And following the play, we've got a break in the action as the trainers head out. They had a man hurt on the play, and hopefully this doesn't affect his availability for the playoffs. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Throwing off the play fake. Hits him on the in route. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yeah, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Running it after the penalty. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Kamari Lassiter getting up there to make the stop. All right, here we go. 2nd down. He'll look to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Going with a screen to Johnson. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. On 4th down, the Steelers are going to turn to Cameron Johnston to punt this away. And this looks like it got just inside the 20 as it flew out, and indeed it did. They're putting the ball at the 19-yard line. D'Amico Ryans doing the last little bit of coaching as the Texans return to the field here. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
It's Mixon on 2nd down. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Here he goes. 3rd and long. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Now throw to start the drive. And he's not going to escape this. The Texans take him down. And after one play of this drive, he might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the 1st sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
He puts a mirror under it, deep down the left. He's got it inside the 10. 4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
54 yards. That's good for a Steelers 1st down.
Working inside the red zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr.
Okay, more than any play in the game, I promise you, that's one they're going to say, I like to have that. The defense totally on fumes, on the ropes. But what a great opportunity to choose how to attack that last little bit of yardage. And man, did they choose poorly.
The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Texans to the line, 1st and 10. Man in motion here. 1st and 10 are under Mixon. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just in quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you've got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock him backwards.
And he'll get it up to the 27.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd.
Stroud now on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Texans
All set to go now from the 35.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
First down throw by Stroud. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Looking to throw, Stroud. Trying to set up the screen for Mixon. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 7.
To the air on 3rd and long. Stroud is hit, the ball is out. But fortune on the Texans side. One of their guys got to him. They're going to keep the football. Well, they scramble back on top of the fumble. They lose a ton, though, and now they've got 4th down coming up.
Yeah, recovering it really only brought you one more play. With how much they lost on that play, well, here comes special teams. And now they got to be special.
And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. The Steelers headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
On the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd
Back to throw now. Find Johnson out of the backfield. And they're approaching midfield with that gain of 6. He's up to the 46. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Pass play coming here. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
And the Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
An inside give to Johnson. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and
Johnson gets it again on 2nd. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. That's 16 on the pickup. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now. That's caught at the 4. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
14 more yards. That's another Steelers first down. First and goal at the 5-yard
Shotgun
line.
snap, looking to throw. Has it in close. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers can make it a 4-score game as they lead by 24. Roman Wilson, the touchdown. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
One right down the middle. And the Steelers continue piling onto this lead. On now is McManus to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Texans and running back Joe Mixon headed out for their next series. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this second half. Running back sent in motion. Grab the throw on 1st down. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
From the gun, Stroud. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got third down. To the air, Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. Decent game here, but short.
Completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Steelers are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
After the sack could really use a big play here on second down. It's 2nd and 15. I'll throw it. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And hopefully they'll have some better blocking on the next play because that was not good. Brings up third down.
First sack, wobbled the cart. This one, I think, sent it off the rails entirely. Taking the L on each of the first two plays leaves this offense looking at a very unlikely third down pickup.
This is a tough spot to be in. It's third and very long. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, fourth down coming up.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that third down.
And he'll haul in this punt. Fair catch made at the 45-yard line. D'Amico Ryans doing the last little bit of coaching as the Texans return to the field here. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Stroud off of play action. Finds Stover. And he's going to be out of bounds after looks like about a yard there. Second down coming up. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up third down.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
Six yards to go here. It's third down. Third and long. They're going to throw. That sails over his target. Incomplete. And now it's fourth down.
I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. And again, they drop the interception. This time it's a good thing, though. Much better field position without it, thanks to the turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
They go counter. It's Johnson. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. They're going play action. pressure, but he can't evade that one, and they get him to the ground. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. Let's see what they went with. Third down. Third and long for him here. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football. The Steelers set to punt it. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. Houston's offense back out now and ready to go. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
Finds him on the crossing route. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. We've got a screen to the running back. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Steelers side of the field. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Here's Stroud again. That's caught. This is Kirk. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Stroud throwing here on 1st. Right back to Kirk, and he's got it again. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up for 2nd and short. Now it's Stroud on a keeper. He's going to wisely get into the slide. Manages to avoid any sort of contact, but he did start it a little bit shy of what they needed for that first down. Stroud on the sneak. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard.
First down, Stroud. They'll find in his back. Mixon. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. 2nd and 3 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They're still on the ground. It's William Morris. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He's got the first down grab. It's still going. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
A gain of 6. That's another Texans.
They're going to run here. It's Mixon. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Texans putting up points in a game decided. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans make it an 18-point game. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
On the return, here comes Austin. Looks away from one. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Steelers ready for their next series. Let out on offense by their quarterback. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember. But as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. They go play action on first down. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line.
15 yards on the play. And the Steelers first down.
Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. And he spins right by him. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required, along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on first down.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Here he goes, third and long. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
They're out now, ready to punt it. It'll be Cameron Johnston doing the honors. Now this is a beauty of a kick. Gets headed out of bounds, no chance of a return or a touchback. They're going to mark it out at the 6. Now we get a look at this Texans offense. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. First down throw by Stroud. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield. They connect on the deep shot. He's going to be stopped right around the 37. That goes for 32 yards. And it'll be first down, Houston.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
He's got it inside the 25. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
40. That's another Texans.
Shotgun now for Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Still 10 to go, second down now from the 23. They kick the running back in motion. Again, Stroud. In trouble now, and the ball is out. And they scoop it up, time to push for the line. And they don't get much after recovering the fumble, so a near turnover ends in a loss of yards.
Recovered by the offense.
On third and long, it's Stroud. Throwing the out route complete. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Goes to the hurry up here.
A 4-yard gain.
Desperation time here on fourth. Gets this to Stover. And absolutely no chance of getting the yards he needed. He's brought down well short, and they're going to turn it over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. And punts as of late. All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And the defense wise to that call there. Receiver wrapped up for no gain. Third down coming up.
Down at the 20-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and
Johnson up the middle. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Johnson again. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one. Call it no gain on that run, and they face second and 10. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers about to be just one win away from an undefeated regular season. First down run netted them nothing. Here is second and 10. Again, this is Johnson. He dodged the tackle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Steelers have a first down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First down, and they go right back to it. And he'll get this through midfield and start pushing into Texans territory. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Setting him on the dime. Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not going to get past the line. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, Brock, the fans, all right, here we go, Steelers, as they take the win on the North Shore. And it's harder and harder not to mention, Brock, the possibility of an undefeated season as they add another to their total here in the penultimate month of the campaign. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.
They've been dealt one of their toughest matchups early in the season, but there is hope. One of their coaches has found what they think is a key weakness. The decision now, how exactly to exploit it.
so typical. That's so typical. Tell like a god, that's so typical. Please don't more this. That's so typical. Don't wanna talk about it. So cynical, so cut it out like a umbilical. Don't wanna risk the ouch of the.
Twisting my words and bringing it to pass, baby, you know that you better than that. I don't got time to deal with the drama, I bought the Chanel and I got your back. I promised that I would've never got involved if I knew I would get so attached. Promised that I would've never hit the road if I knew that you were coming back. Was it too much to ask for? You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything. Anything that you asked for, you know that I had you. I know that you know I gave everything.
Stressing, quit stressing. You should already know how I'm stepping. Saying you want love for the essence. This time I'll be the one to address it. No ABCs, but I got that for your efforts. New Van Cleef for the necklace. Being that voice in the trenches, so tell me what's your preference. I'ma keep my cool if you stay composed. And when your boy gets home, I don't wanna hear no chat. If you ain't got proof, then leave it alone. I'm on the road trying to keep us afloat. While you want space and a reason to grow. If things are best left kept on the low, then I should leave that after the tone.
Was it too much to ask for? You know that I had you. You know that. Stop the run. Stop the run. Stop the run. Stop the run. Can't stop the run. You can't stop the run. Stop the run. Stop the run. Stop the run. Can't stop the run. You can't stop the run. Can't stop the run. You can't stop the run. Can't stop the run. You can't stop the run. Can't stop the run. You can't stop the run. Can't stop the run. You can't stop. Shake my paranoia. Can't stop the run. 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 Shake my paranoia. I'm moving, dancing like Madonna into the groove. Shake my paranoia. I'm moving into the groove.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Dallas Cowboys. On the visiting sideline, there you see Packer head coach Matt LaFleur. These guys hold their own, 6-2 over their last 8. On the Cowboys side, head coach Brian Schottenheimer. His guys, champions of their division, know they'll be hosting at least one playoff game in the near future. Here's the former Florida Gator Eddie Pinheiro to get us started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They're led out by their quarterback, a day 3 selection in this year's draft.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
From the 33, here's second down at 7.
70 Lions. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Now back to throw. Over man is Mingo, complete. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
First down. First and 10 at the 41.
Hand off to Spears. Down the right sideline. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. 44 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame.
Another good carry there for the NFL's second leading rusher. And we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
But I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's first or second or even third in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his backfield.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. They're going to look to throw. That is caught. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
Let's go now. 19, Tiger, 9.
And here's a give to Spears. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Spears again. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. 3rd and goal, option right. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Extra point forthcoming. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. A 10-play drive that time, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. It's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
At the 42-yard line.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Let's go.
Throwing. Love. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 49. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. You look at this Cowboy defense. And right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
Ready, go. Ready.
Love will sneak it. And he's going to have the Packers first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
First and goal.
Let's go.
At the 5-yard line.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Jacobs going to try the middle. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jaden Reed, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's caught. Tolbert. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. And quickly, they get to the line.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Out of the gun to give to Spears. And slow going there as they'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Here's 3rd and a few inches. Now they'll change things up. On 3rd down, here's Spears. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The Cowboys at 14-1 now on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now because, to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
Let's go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He completes this one to Mingo. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play here for Dallas. And even 40 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Second and goal.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. We've seen this already from him in this game. Second time he's into the end zone with a rushing touchdown.
So the head coach is going to have a meeting with the owner this week. You know why? He's got to let the owner know, I know you wrote the check for his arm, but we're going to make him a part of our running game too. This guy can do it all. Let's see where he takes us.
They'll going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packers offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. We show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. You can see where he's right up there amongst the league's best at finding the end zone. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. To throw now. Here's Love. 3. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up second and
Love looking to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Now Love. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Ouch. You thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
On play action. Love to throw. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
14 more yards.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Down 10 at the 45-yard line.
95.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 2nd down and 4.
A 6-yard pickup. Brings
Here we
up
go.
2nd and 4.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 3.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Check White.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Ready, set.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Short throw, he's got Kraft. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 18. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
Ready, ready. Yellow.
Now Love will try with his legs. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. But fortunately, another offensive player quick to react, and they will indeed retain possession. But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And a nice play on the end of it, an 18-yard touchdown run. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Cowboys offense and Tyjae Spears set to take over once more. And he's been a huge factor in the passing game all season long. His numbers reflect that. Currently leads all NFL running backs in receiving yards. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start on the ground with Spears. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
That one's taken in by Spears. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
43-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Spears. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
That's another Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That is caught by Lamb. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Now it's second and 10.
Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Back to throw again. Out right, he finds Tolbert. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Cowboys first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
On the toss, it's Spears. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. So as they talk it over, we step. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. On his
its way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. Well, fans of old-school football, they got to be loving this partner. All 3 drives so far have ended in a touchdown, and all 3 on the ground.
And when you say fans of old-school football, count me in, because you just don't see ground games dominate the scoring by pounding the rock like this anymore. To me, this is refreshing.
The Cowboys offense, it'll stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. Here's a diving catch right side. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we go. 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Love.
He'll get this complete to Matthew Golden.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Love. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
Love now. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That could be dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
The Cowboys offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense has got to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in this first half that's really giving him fits.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And really, it's worth talking a little more about the stakes of this game. Currently, these are the top 2 seeds in the NFC. I think they're the 2 best teams. Would you agree?
I think you can definitely make the case that they are, and I like where you're going with that. I do know that we've seen a couple of other teams along the way that would say, hey, don't forget about us. But your premise, I think, could be spot on. These could easily be the top 2 teams in the NFC.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
60 by 6.
They'll run with Spears.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
And he continues to have success running the ball here in the first half as he's already closing in on 100 yards for the game.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
The Spears with another carry. And he's got it down to the 28.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
He's going to complete to Toby. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line.
Cowboys, first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now back to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Now Brian Schottenheimer not happy on the sideline, and he's going to throw the red challenge flag. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
They'll look to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
Let's go.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. It's their quarterback on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
The Cowboys offense, it'll stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he is into the end zone for 2 more as the lead moves up to 16. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is. And I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
To about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, You would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. Now a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
Come on, 38. Red, 38.
34-yard line.
Ready.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Throwing. Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Here we go.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 74 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. Down to the 41.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. And that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Working out of the gun. Love. He finds his man complete. It's Reed. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. To pass. Here's Jordan Love. They'll try to set up the screen. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Let's go now. Blue, 32.
Back to throw. Love. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles, rolling the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Touchdown! Matthew Golden, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that trims the lead down to 9. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as you see on the graphic, he's right up there with the best in the league when it comes to throwing touchdowns. Currently 2nd in the NFL at this point of the season. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Open man is Mingo, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That's good for a Cowboys first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
He was covered by Tyron Hopper.
They're going to look to throw. Able to hit his target Lamb. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
After review of the play,
the Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
There we go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
29-yard line.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports
Our look at the NFL
report.
starts now. In the Steel City, it's the Steelers at home to take on the Texans. Okay, Brandon, thank you. It is Week 17. Playoff spots on the line, seeding on the line, coaching jobs may be on the line. Let's dive in. And it's the vaunted Steelers defense that comes up with the big play here. They pressure C.J. Stroud into a bad throw. It's intercepted, and it's going the other way to the house. From there, it's off to Tampa. Let's look in on the Buccaneers. They're playing host to the Carolina Panthers. And it's the man who had a cup of coffee with Carolina, Baker Mayfield. These guys talked a good game. There was plenty of woofing leading up to this one, and they back it up right here. Lastly, let's go to Atlanta. It's the Falcons taking on the New Orleans Saints. And it's Spencer Rattler. And this is a team that was ready to answer the bell, and they show it. Lead it by 2 at the half. With that, we'll show you the playoff picture in the NFC. Still lots to be decided as we speed towards a conclusion next week. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half, as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive. But get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Love from the gun. No hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. That run, a first down pickup of 8.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line.
Now Love. That's taken in by Golden.
Love's pass
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw now. Here's Love. That is caught. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
13 yards on the play. And the Packers first down.
Throw left side is complete to Reed. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
12 more yards. That's another Packers first down.
On play action. Love to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
First and goal, Green Bay.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Josh Jacobs with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. So, partner, was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took him home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Fighting through the tackle at the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
34-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Now Spears to begin the drive. We'll get this to about the 38.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just give up the score.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, and talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away. Here's Allen. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but not a 32. They had a 10-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
First down, Packers.
Love looking to throw it. Pass caught. That's Golden. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
That's another Packers first down. It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Packer first down.
Here's Jacobs. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 85 yards for him on the ground now as
He has been terrific here this afternoon. Second down, Jacobs once more. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Love will sneak it.
And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. 1 yard is the gain. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Jacobs going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Jacobs again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Love. And it's a Packers touchdown. Josh Jacobs with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others.
And the Packers have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. But he is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and a defense, don't they? Because they're used to him as a runner. But it turns out he's just as dangerous as some of those receivers, and he showed it right there. You don't pay enough attention to him defensively, he makes you pay.
So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
Now Dallas gets set to take the field. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the 3rd quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics.
2nd and 4. That one's taken in by Spears.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
22 yards there, a 1st down.
That's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
Hand off to Spears.
That is brought down, but he has it down to the 12, and a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. For a lot of people, the MVP award means the quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. 2nd and 1. Touchdown, Cowboys! Javonte Williams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys have answered back with a 3rd quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. And now once again, they'll line up to go for two.
The Cowboys.
They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. The third time wasn't a charm. They got the first two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the third.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for two so often?
Yeah, we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for it. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they had gotten 2 for 2.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And here's a give to Spears to the 27-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
At the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. 3rd and 20.
A loss of 13 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
And now a run to Spears. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Even though they were stopped before the 1st down marker, well-executed run there by the offense.
It certainly was, and the best part about it, it opens up other plays, especially the play-action passing game. Because if you can sell the run, that brings the linebackers up, and you can throw over the top of them and in front of the safeties.
And the Cowboys, 1st down.
Here's a run by Spears. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 157 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jalen Tolbert from 8 yards out. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your deep.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nate Hobbs. And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
36.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Love now. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Here we go. 32.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reed. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down. Here's Love. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Love. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Back to throw again. Oh, no, he lost the football. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Ready.
Throwing. Love. Under pressure, they got him again. Donovan Ezeraku in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
This offense so far on third down, they've been flat getting it done. 8 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably.
And how about that return as he's all the way inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Now they'll toss it out right to Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Spears. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Well, the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
It doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown. Cowboys. Jonathan Mingo. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys get an important score there to extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up his secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Packers up here 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Complete to Josh Jacobs. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
Ready.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. First target, first catch at a 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And a result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Love, he's going to change the play here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
It's a gain of 2. That's
downs. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And it's second down.
At the 33-yard line.
Set, ready. 52, ready.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
He could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
The tight end, Kelsey, was the intended target, and it's third down. Going back to Love. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Reed. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be fourth down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up fourth down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves. But you also don't want to just lay back and let him have it easily.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Spears. And he'll take this for about 4 to the 46-yard line. The Cowboys on third down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Boy, 196 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Up the middle they go. Spears. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Right back to Spears.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 4. They can still get a first down without scoring. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
They'll go with a keeper. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Cowboys have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
60. Packers 39.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Over the middle, he's got Golden.
4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Now Love.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Multiple loss.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. To throw now. Here's Love. He finds his man. Complete. That's Reed.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's
looking to throw. Love. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
And he is going to be out of bounds a mile away from that yellow line, and that will become a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Cowboys,
they continue their winning ways as they run their mark to 15-1 on the year.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. Hi, everyone. Scott Hansen here, and this is your weekly recap for Week 17. Lots to get you caught up on. We'll start in Arlington. The Cowboys at home to take on the Green Bay Packers. And this is the quarterback of the Cowboys. One of his 3 touchdown passes on the afternoon. The Cowboys tough it out to get the win in a game that could serve as a preview of the NFC title game. Next up, we go to the Steel City. We'll check in on the Steelers as they host the Houston Texans. And it's the vaunted Steelers defense that comes up with the big play here. They force the errant throw, it's picked off, and they've got room, they've got blockers, and no one's gonna get him. Touchdown. Lastly, let's go out to the desert, Glendale, Arizona. The Cardinals hosting the New York Giants. And it's James Conner. He covers a lot of ground here. 23 yards, touchdown. The Cardinals find a way to pull this one out as they escape with the narrow win. So that'll do it. 1 week remains in the regular season. Can't wait till next weekend. Until then, Scott Hansen saying goodnight from all of us at EA Sports.
Yeah. Please, Yo, man.